Hello, loves, and happy full moon. This is the reading for this week. Happy Monday. Our goddess for this week and for the collective is Yellow Tara for wealth and prosperity. And her reminder is that money brings you the freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. So let's figure out the rest of your cards for this week. So I am Claudia with Olivosartstudio, the creator of Sacred Mothers and Goddesses Oracle cards and the Sacred Powers and Goddesses Oracle card. And this is the goddess for the collective. And we're going to do the pick a card, and then you get one astrology. So you get 3 cards. Then put into that the energy of the full moon, also the symbolism of what you pick. You can put in the symbolism of the numbers of the cards that you get. By the way, Yellow Tara is number 34. So maybe number 7, right? So put them all together. Again, I have a workbook where you can do all that. And you can get that as well as the cards on Olivosartstudio. So we're going to do it kind of quick today, you all. I'm just going to give you the cards, and then always know you can look up their full meaning at olivosartstudio.com. All right, and go and read my blogs that I wrote yesterday. If you didn't get the newsletter, or even if you did, go check out the blog where I wrote a little bit more about this moon. And we're going into Mercury retrograde. So first one is the blue bird, then the red bird, the white bird, maybe bluebird of happiness, cardinal for our beloved departed, and dove calling in peace. I don't know. Maybe that's what they mean to you. All right, so choose one. And we're going to start with the middle today with the red bird, perhaps a cardinal, I think. And we have Angitya, mistress of serpent wisdom. So her main message is always to move carefully and wisely around your environment, whatever that is. So whatever is most predominant in your heart and mind right now, this is where Spirit is calling you to move like a serpent, a wise serpent. Okay? And then, of course, look at other images that you see. Maybe this white moth or butterfly has a meaning for you. Maybe that's where the message is. Again, also the bird. You chose the red one. Why? Etc. So we'll do white one second for the dove. And we have Asibikashi, weaver of sacred bonds. She is all about bringing people together. And of course, that means the right people together, right? With love, and also the right people, because we could grab people, put them all together in a room, and it's not going to work. and that's not exactly what it means, of course. It has deeper meanings, but it can have, very much and a more mundane meaning as well. And of course, we are right now thinking about this as your second card for your yellow Tara reading. And also I had mentioned you might want to use numerology. Thank you, Spirit, for giving us, each one of us, an individual reading that speaks to our heart and better guides us on our path, on our journey. Now for the bluebird of happiness, Caridwen or Saridwen, sacred keeper of the cauldron. Such a magical goddess. So what are you cooking up? What are you learning? What are you putting together? What are you putting together? It doesn't have to be even physically. It could be plans that you're making. And you're putting everything is being put together into a magical journey. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Now for the third card we'll start with air. And we have Sedna, keeper of sacred depths. So she's all about healing, in particular, healing from hurt, from those that we have loved the most and those who we trusted the most. This is through pain, and pain that we use to transform not just ourselves, as she transformed herself into a beautiful mermaid, sea goddess, but also out of her arms, out of her hands that were cut off by her father, whom she trusted, are born all species of sea life. And she has a whole new world, a beautiful new world that she has created in spite of that hurt. Thank you, Spirit. For earth, Irene, for peace, bringing peace. And it's like grounding. Of course, it's all water. So you know how water grounds you in a different way. It grounds you in a healing, refreshing way. And this has to do with prosperity also, Plotus. Thank you, Spirit. Now for fire. For all my fire signs, we have Saraswati. Oh, she hasn't come up in a while. Laughter is the best medicine. That is it. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, this is the way to deal with it. Laughter. She's also very wise goddess and a goddess of the arts, but the main energy for this deck is laughter, healing through laughter. Next for air, Kateri Tekawitha, fearless authenticity. Fearless authenticity, not just calling you to be yourself, but to be it fearlessly, which means that it takes courage. Whatever situation you're in, whatever circumstances you're in, societal, familial, work, whatever, friends, it takes you courage to be your authentic self. Maybe right now, maybe always, but this is the time to change that, right? Here's a full moon. And so I'm going to, thank you, Spirit. Remember the 3 cards. Wait, I'll show you which ones mine were. Mine were Asibikashi, Weaver Sacred Bonds, Yellow Terror, of course, for all of us, and Setna. And I'm going to dive in because I can see, I can see things there. So here's the other thing. Excuse me. Full moon, time to release, right? Whatever no longer serves you. And so today, one thing that I suggest you do, because of the different energies of the moon and Jupiter, and it's a Capricorn moon and Mercury retrograde and this and that. And of course, the beginning of the year, going according to the solstice. Look at that sol. that was I made that the night of San Juan, Noche de San Juan. Next year I'll be more prepared to guide you to do that. So tonight, put rice in the palm of your hand. Close your hand and hold it tightly, very, very tightly. And then with your other hand, with your right hand, just the other hand, very gentle, soft, loose. So this one, the left, tight with the rice. Just, uncooked rice, or maybe it's even better cooked, actually, because you'll see why. So make it be cooked. Okay, so you have the cooked rice here. And then you put your right hand and you're going to bless it, and then you're going to intend it into that, grabbing all the toxic emotions, toxic whatever, mal de ojo, evil eye sent your way, etc. And then you go outside. Hopefully you look at the moon. It's a beautiful moon. Look at the moon, and then you throw it up into the sky. Now I said cook it because it'll fall back down, obviously. And hopefully you're doing this out where animals will eat it. If not, if you want to throw it up uncooked and then sweep it up the next day, right? The thing is, I was just thinking that animals shouldn't eat, I don't think birds are supposed to eat uncooked rice. But traditionally it's done with uncooked rice. But I'm just thinking of the animals here, you all. But that is something that is done by many, many people at this time of the year for this full moon, which happens to be, I believe that for this whole year, it'll be the furthest away from us. So it's like the smallest, the strawberry moon. Eat some strawberries. Do that too. All right. I love you all. Have a beautiful week. I'll see you next Monday. If I don't see you on TikTok on Tuesdays for some cards and chats and workbooks, and Thursdays, both days, 8 p.m. ET, Thursdays from the studio with Sergio, showing us art and sculptures and such. Love you. Besitos.